Happy Friday. This message is for you current and future entrepreneurs. I want to discuss a little topic of I don't hate you. What do I mean by that? Well, in my opinion, we're kind of in a little moment in time. It's kind of special that my spirit is wanting, unfortunately, more communication from our leadership on some of the positions that we've put elected officials in, that in my opinion, they need to be speaking more on this message, and we're not hearing that. So I'm going to speak about it from a business setting, which also applies for non-business. Basically, a human being to a human being, which is, take Dunkin' Oil. Our employees have different opinions. They have different ideologies. We sometimes argue, all those things. But at the end of the day, we don't hate each other. We can disagree and still communicate and achieve an objective. We can be spitting mad at each other. It might take a day or two, but we figure a way to come back together, break bread, and as the people always hear me say, we're climbing that mountain again. I just am really passionate about that because unfortunately the TV screen, social media feed, I feel is somehow intentionally or unintentionally, it doesn't matter, but the message is kind of filtering out that if you don't share my opinion, or if I don't share your opinion, boom, we can't get along. We can't communicate. You gotta be on that side, I gotta be on this side, and that's crazy. Let me give you an example. The best decisions I've ever made in this organization have been the function of my team, as well as my team disagreeing, communicating, working things out, and then the final product was always better than if I just said, well, we're going to do it this way. If you don't like it, there's the door. Yeah, I have that ability, but you know what will happen? If I do that to an employee, this is what happens. They click off, they'll go through the motions, and at some point, they'll find a different job. You don't want to do that. So that's why I'm saying people can disagree and get along. Last thing, another thing in business that also applies in a free society is I want people on my team to think on their own. I want them to bring ideas on their own. I don't want to mold their brain. I don't want to direct them to a path that I feel. Now, at the end of the day, do I have a vision that we're going to follow? Absolutely. However, that vision by the team that follows me is a buy-in. My job is to give them the courtesy, the opportunity, as well as for them to keep their dignity. If they disagree with me, that they can feel comfortable saying it. And they can say, here's why, and we'll have that discussion. I just wanted to share that message this weekend, that I feel business leaders are going to have to start, in my opinion, being more vocal and reminding people that we can disagree and still get along. And remember this final thing. We're on the same soil. We're on the same land. You're an American, I'm an American. If you're trying to be a better version of yourself, or you're trying to contribute to society in some positive way, you're good with me, man. We can disagree on everything. But if you in your heart are trying to do those things, you got my respect. I just wanted to share that message. Have an awesome weekend. Enjoy your Friday.